Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito has refused to step aside from cases involving former President Donald Trump and the January 6th Capitol riot. Democratic senators requested his recusal, citing a flag with political implications flown outside his house, the upside-down American flag. Alito dismissed these calls, stating that there's no valid reason for his recusal. Former President Trump praised Alito for his decision. End story. No, actually, it's not the end of the story. So let's actually go deeper into this one. The flag that we talked about, the upside down American flag, which is flown as a sign of distress, was flown at Alito's house, his residence, his home that he goes to every single day. It was flown by his wife, who was flying it in a protest, basically a spat with a neighbor over a car or something or whatever. It flew for about 2-3 days. When Alito found out it was there, he asked his wife to take it down, which she did, which I guess is gracious in that case, but she flew it for a statement that was not January 6th, but just sort of being crass at the neighbor, because they have that attitude apparently. They have that attitude and that sort of reputation in the neighborhood. Now, the second flag that's in question, a bit more complicated, I don't quite understand it, but it's another flag that has some implications, been sort of taken on by January 6th people, by Trump supporters, those types of folks, that she flew outside of a vacation home that she owns. She owns it outright from money she inherited from her family. It's not Alito's house. It's really her house, her name and the deed, everything. It flew for, while there's over, they're vacationing, and it's there. Now, Alito stated in the statement that his wife is a private citizen and should be able to express her views, fly whatever flag she wants to particularly, and be free to do that in her own domain. That being, of course, the beach house itself and the house that they live in together as well. He also listed a whole bunch of different flags, such as religious flags, church flags, state flags, sports flags, things that she flies all the time because she likes flags. Alito really doesn't. Here's the thing. If you're going to be a Supreme Court justice, and this goes deeper into the Justice Thomas thing, which we'll slightly peg in a moment, you've got to be bigger, or you're supposed to be bigger than everything else. You're supposed to be a better person. You're supposed to stand up for virtues and just for reality, that things aren't quite the same, and just do the right things. Now, right thing is a relative term, but if something seems like a slight bit of impropriety, in most cases, the person who's the bigger person will step aside. Now, granted, when that happens, the people who aren't bigger people try to take advantage, which is basically what's happening here. Either way, he's trying to take advantage of the case as it is. We've briefly brought up Justice Thomas, who already has his issues with January 6th, and of course, his wife, Ginny Thomas, being a very vocal supporter of the keeping of the president in the office, let's put it like that, and why that's a big deal. And he, of course, he's not recusing himself, and he's taking big time donor money. Alito's money, well, that's a whole nother subject. But here's the deal. You may not like this commentary. You may actually like it if you think Alito's kind of doing the scummy thing on this one, but we want conversation on this one. Comment to me in the comment section of the video, comment to me in email, comment to me wherever you see us. Reach out to us, let us know what you think about this one. We really want to chat this one up. Justice Alito, should he actually recuse himself from January 6 cases because his wife has issues with it? And it's not him per se, but his wife. Is there a conflict of interest? Because I know I've been 20 years married myself. If my wife has issues with something, then I have to have an issue with it, at least to go along with my wife or my very bad husband. Judge Alito, he can say he can be impartial. We already have doubts about that. With his family coming into this, how much more do we add to those doubts? Comment and let's chat this one up today.